do these interviews. State of the Union address. Hello. Hi. I wanted to come on here and add in this little segment from my first interview of myself. I'm interviewing myself twice. It's weird. But I wanted to come on here and say something that I totally forgot to mention. I'm a mom and a wife, and I juggle all the hats, and I have 2 kids, Captain and Sunshine, and I've been a wife for a long time. So wanted to make sure that you know that. I also wanted to mention that for 2019, I have several projects that I will continue. I will continue my 52 favorites. I will continue December Daily. I will continue family documentation and documenting myself. So the 4 big things are 52 favorites, my family, me, and December Daily when that comes around. For my family album, I will be documenting in a 9x12. Last year I did 8.5 by 11. Didn't go so well. I'm still working on that. Summer, I did a 9x12 and that kind of flopped. It's just so busy in the summer. It's very hard to document and keep documenting in the summer. So for right now, 9x12 for my family is gonna go through May. That's all I'm holding myself to is May. And then after that, we'll see. Summer may wind up being digital, Project Life app. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I'm not gonna make it complicated. And for my documentation, it'll still be a 6x8. I was thinking about a 6x12, but I really don't wanna add in 2 new formats. So I'm just gonna do a 6x8, stick to that. And I also will be trying to work on my kids' albums. I have lots of lists and plans, but I just need to set them in motion, and I need to work on them. I need to set aside time to work on them and basically go back to digital to do those, because that was how I did them before. I was able to get them done and just stick to that. So yeah, that's my plans basically. And to do all the other things that are at my desk and all my other crafty good deadlines. So I just had to add in that little bit, tell you that I have several projects that I'm continuing, and I will stay busy with projects because that's what keeps me moving and happy. To do a video to say hey, I'm Sabrina, also known as Mrsscrapandplan. And I wanted to say that I started my YouTube channel because I wanted to share how I do things, to kind of share what I do, how I do things, because I do a lot of things on the computer, hybrid, that's what they call it. And scrapbooking is when you have something digital on the computer and you take it and turn it into traditional through printing it, so it's hybrid. So I wanted to teach people because I would love to be able to teach classes about what I do, especially when it comes to documenting yourself, because if you've also followed me for a while, not only do I talk on Instagram stories, but I document myself and I take a lot of selfies. I believe it is very empowering for women and necessary for women to document their stories. I am a big advocate of that, especially if you're a mom or just a woman juggling a lot of hats, as I say. So you will see that here, tips on how to document yourself. I have a selfie video that I'm working on about how to take selfies, and honestly, it doesn't really matter what age you are. I think that you should learn to use Snapchat because I've used that a lot. I just use the filters, I don't save it. I save it to my camera roll, but not to the world. And it's a game changer for me. I like to play dress up now again, and so that's another thing you'll see around here. And so be on the lookout for that selfie video. So I want to also show you my projects. I'm constantly making so much stuff. It keeps me busy, it keeps me happy. Crafting is definitely for my sanity and my mental health, and I absolutely love to craft. I'm up for any questions. You can send me questions through YouTube, you can send me questions through Instagram. I'm always willing to answer stuff. And top 5 projects that I have. My me albums, my 52 favorites, where I document something fun from the week, and Project Life, my family documentation. That's been kind of up in the air in the last few years, but I still love documenting our family stories. I love documenting in traveler's notebooks. And let's see, what other projects? My Me albums, 52 favorites, Family Project Life, Week in the Life, I love Week in the Life, and December Daily. I guess those would be my 5. So 5. And my favorite color, green. My favorite food, does candy count? Chocolate chip cookies? Usually you will find me in the kitchen hiding, especially in the summertime where I have kids. I will be hiding in the kitchen, sneaking a cookie. But if I had to pick a real food, I guess pizza. I've been a reader all my life. It's kind of ebbed and flowed, and I like to cycle. I also take a lot of videos on Instagram stories when I cycle. I love being free and cycling and riding my bike. And I wanted to give this introduction to say, hey, I'm Sabrina. I'm sure many of you already know me from Instagram if you've watched my countless stories where I talk and talk and talk. But I feel it's important to put your face out there and be like, this is me, this is my face. And put your face out there and own your spot in this world and to connect with people. Spread some kindness, be a light, choose kindness, think positive, and be the boss of your day. So I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe. Thanks for watching this. Cycling, if the weather, see, I babble on. Stop babbling, stop babbling. My cat is just sleeping through this. Like, he doesn't even care. Like, he doesn't care that mom's nervous. And I'm still nervous. Still nervous.